Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. So Sunday is a rest day, and it's the only rest day that I have. So my current split is 5 days worth of weights, then 30 minutes of cardio after the weights. Saturday is more of a longer run, but I try to do 5k throughout the week, 3 times a week, and then try to do 10k to 10k plus on a Saturday. But Sunday's more of a chilled day. So currently at the moment I am at a place called Ryton Pools, which is a pool, funny enough, a big lake within the middle, surrounded by trees. It's very pretty, and there's a lot of animals there as well. Morning. So what I try to do on a Sunday is I try to get out there, walk around, try to do 3 to 5 miles just on a Sunday, just to really stretch everything out, get my steps in as well, because steps, regardless of rest days or not, steps are crucial. In regards to that, I try to do 10 to 12k a day. Yesterday I did 17,000, so it can depend, but the minimum expectation for me to myself is 10k a day. If I hit more than that, I'm happy. I won't not hit that, even if it takes getting up like 10 o'clock at night, going for a little walk around, doing a mile, 2 mile, just to hit that 10k. That's one thing that I'm quite stringent with, also with training, and also I run on a Saturday as well. Obviously I work Monday to Friday, so it's easy to plan in and schedule runs. But I've never been like this before. You can ask some of my friends. I used to be a guy that would sit there, munch, play video games. I still play video games, don't get me wrong, but I fit it in around the training schedule, so I'll do it at night, so I have a set routine. So 8 till 4 work, 4 till about, I'm gonna say 5:30, train and cardio, come home, have dinner, then I do a little bit of gaming in the evening. So you got to still keep them pleasures in life, like training and nutrition is important. Of course it is to keep you for like a longevity of life and to keep you healthy, but you also need to enjoy the pleasures of like life as well. But you need to have a good balance. But yeah, I used to be the guy sit around, eat loads of crap, loads of sugar, loads of rubbish, and I just felt sluggish, had no energy. And now I'm doing this, obviously I feel a lot more energized, and feel a lot more healthier, both mentally and physically. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, I don't push the biggest weights, but I think consistency is more important than what you push. Just keep it going, keep doing it every day, keep training, keep lifting, keep running. And the way I keep track of it is obviously through my Garmin. Probably the best purchase I've ever purchased. Best item I've ever got, to be honest with you. I didn't think it would come in as clutch as it has. It's good for tracking your calories, what you burn, what your steps are, your heart rate, everything like that. It's probably the best thing that I've ever purchased. I've been training for about 4 weeks now, and I feel brilliant. I'm up on a Sunday morning. I think it's probably about 9 in the morning. I've been walking since 8. So I like to get up and do some steps in the morning. It also eliminates, Sunday's a rest day, so it eliminates what you do in the day. So it eliminates some steps. That's one less thing to worry about in the morning, and worry about throughout the day, because obviously I'm quite stringent on steps. But in the morning, if I get them done first thing on a Sunday, on a rest day, then at least I know they're complete, and there's one less thing I need to worry about. That I can just focus on nutrition. And then in regards to supplements as well, there's a few things I take every day without fail. Something I can't really avoid and have to take in regards to that. So, because a lot of people walking past at the moment, it's very strange. So supplement wise, that lake, very frosty that is. So in the morning I'll take a gut pill, take cod liver oil with a multivitamin inside it. I take a gut gummy as well for my protein, and then what else I take in the morning? I take something called Thermopure from my protein, basically like a fat metabolizer. I'm not necessarily fat, but I take it because when I work out, it makes me sweat more, which I know they don't lose weight, but it loses water retention. Because obviously another supplement I take is creatine. Of the obvious protein shakes, I have one after I work out. That's the only time I already have one. I either take it separately, also with in the morning electrolytes. So I use Pure Sport electrolytes. They're brilliant, tastes good, they clearly work. And then I take a collagen. So collagen powder goes in my coffee actually, because apparently it dissolves better in coffee, which I don't know, is that true? But it tastes good as well in the coffee. And then I have in also, yeah, electrolytes, creatine. That's basically, I take a very, very basic stack of supplements, but they help me in my workout, they help me with training, they help me with keeping focused. Like the Thermopure initially has caffeine in it as well, so when you're feeling a bit lax or you're feeling a bit like you lose a bit of motivation, that's the best time to go, because you'll probably do more. When I go training and I'm not motivated, I usually do more. So yeah, that's the supplement stack. This channel or video or whatever platform I choose to put this on is going to be about motivation, driving you forward, proving that you can do it, and then we'll follow the journey together. So I'm 4 weeks in at the minute. I've lost about 8 to 10 pounds. Really quick way. I've dropped it fast, to be honest. But I don't know if that's training. So 30 minutes, when you do 30 minutes of weights, full body, and then do 30 minutes cardio every day, 5 days a week, plus a longer run on Saturday, you should see changes quite quick. Plus my diet's on point as well. But obviously the normal diet really, protein oats in the morning. That would tide me over to about lunchtime. I usually have like chicken. I have chicken in sourdough bread usually, because I like that and it tastes good. It's good for your gut, sourdough, chicken protein. Lighter than lighter mayo, so obviously the calories count as well. And then I have like maybe a protein bar with that. And then from that, well, that's what I usually have in the day. Can't just have that, right? I'll have a shake after I work out and then didn't want to get home. And maybe a protein bar before I go to bed. So keeping everything quite low, calorie wise, food wise, but also keeping it consistent as well. Like I said, consistency is probably the main thing that helps everything. But yeah, that's the start. Now, obviously training videos, I probably won't show. I'll probably do little vlogs when I'm running. But when I'm training in the gym, I don't want a camera in the gym. I don't think it's fair to anyone else, in my opinion. I also don't want to, I'm in there to train and focus, not to video. But if you do want my workout split, I can put that on here. I've got it in my notes, obviously I have to follow it daily. And people, that's quite old school, like having a book and notes. But that's the way I work, and I can just click green ticks next to it as I go through it. Also gives me a sense of accomplishment, and also gives me a sense that it's nearly done and I've done it and I've completed it. So yeah, coffee. I don't usually drink coffee unless it's black coffee, but it's a Sunday and they brought out a honeycomb latte, and I thought, yeah, sugar content's not good. Like, it's not. And I don't drink these often, by the way. It's probably like once every 5 weeks. Like, I don't really have sugar. 1940. That's a mile. Yeah, it tells you a mile. But thought I'd have one today. Bit of a cold day. Getting to that sort of like Halloween sort of era. Want a bit of a nice coffee, something a bit tastier. So I thought I'd have that on the way around. But yeah, good. It's nice. Yeah, this is the current, where it is at the moment. Notice as well, it's got really cold all of a sudden. Like, it was quite like the mornings weren't too cold, but I'm definitely cold. Like my hands are cold, but we move. So rest of my morning is going to be walking around this probably a few more times. Try to do about 3.1 miles, which is about 5k. That's a good step count straight for the morning. It's not technically fasted because I've had a coffee with sugar and a bit of caffeine, but it's only 190 calories I've had, and the coffee was more for pleasure, not to help me do anything. It's more for pleasure. Put that head straight back up. That's not to drive the walk or anything like that. That was just purely for comfort, really, more than anything. It's just different scenery, walking through the woods in the morning, walking through out in nature, getting some fresh air. Because I think I literally got up, and the first thing I did was put my running trainers on, which are some New Balance. They're very comfortable. Put some joggers on, put my Gymshark hoodie on, Vans, a little cold over. I need to, obviously my coat will come today because it's getting cold. But yeah, and then just come out straight away. So yeah, that's me. It's a good start to the video. I'm not used to videoing myself, which is very weird, and in 2025 it's very strange to walk around like, it isn't very strange to walk around like this, but still feels weird when people are walking past me. Let's get used to that. God, this coffee is just literally making me burp. See, when a food does that to you, when your body's like forcing it out, it's clearly not good, is it? But yeah, thank you though for tuning in. There'll be more like this, and we'll see how we get on. Nice one. Catch you later.